What if I told you there was a way to get way more focus, way more productivity and get more shit done? In a way where it generates less stress for you instead of more. Would you be interested in that? And what if I told you you also don't need a ton of discipline to pull this off? Because that's exactly what I'm gonna give you in this video. Because I love the ancient mythologies, let's look at the life of an ancient Greek hero and the incredible life lesson you can learn from this. Once upon a time there was this hero named Odysseus. He was a legend who fought in the Trojan War. And as he was sailing back to his home island of Ithaca, that's where the story begins that I'm gonna talk you through right now. There were these legendary creatures named the Sirens. Basically like mermaids. But they had mesmerizing voices, and any man who would hear their song would be immediately in a sort of trance where they wanted to meet these sirens. And so everyone that heard the song, they would jump overboard, swim in the dangerous seas and just drown. However, Odysseus was convinced that he could pull it off. He had a conviction that he absolutely needed to hear this song. Just like you might be absolutely convinced that you need to get X, Y and Z done. However, the siren song, just like the millions of distractions we have in our everyday life today, they can get in the way. So what did Odysseus do? Simple. What he did was he told all of his men to completely plug their ears, so they couldn't hear a single thing. And then because he wanted to hear the song himself, he needed a different solution. And so what he did was he had his men tie him to the mast of the ship. So literally, when they got to the sirens, his hands were tied, both literally and figuratively. Yes, he fell into the trance, but he also couldn't jump in the water. He couldn't do anything about it. And so they were able to just sail past, with Odysseus hearing the songs, his men not hearing anything at all, and nobody getting hurt in the process. And so that lesson goes to show that a good preparation is half the work. And what most people do when it comes to productivity is they leave things to the last moment. So they go and sit down at their desk and they try to get some work done. However, they are constantly haunted by their phone bleeping, the thousands of emails, the whatever it is, right? There are so many distractions all around us. So what Odysseus' story tells us is the following. Get rid of as many temptations before you are in the situation where you absolutely need them. So Odysseus didn't try to resist the temptation when the sirens were there already. He took care of the problem beforehand. So to give you an example in present days, if you know you want to work and you want to focus while you're working, put your phone on Do Not Disturb and put it in the other room so it isn't with you. Just pause the notifications on your email. Close as many tabs with distractions, with sounds, with notification messages as you can. Make sure that your desk is clean so that you don't have shit that you're constantly fidgeting with. And as you do these things, you eliminate the distraction before you're in the situation where you can fall a victim to the temptation. So there are a few things that you can take away from this. Number one, take a look at the areas where you do your work. Make sure they're clean, no distractions, and if possible, make sure that it's a room where you're not constantly getting bombarded with things like your dog running around, your kids screaming. Try to get a situation where it's you and the important work that you want to get done. However, it goes further than that. Let's look at your phone. What apps do you have on there that are constantly sending you messages? What programs do you have on your computer, on your phone, that you're constantly, whenever you have 2 minutes, that tiny bit of time, you go and scroll. This might be TikTok, it might be Instagram, it might even be YouTube. Whatever it is for you. If it's distracting you, if you know it's keeping you from your goals, you can do a few things. First of all, what I would recommend is to get rid of all notifications. On your phone, on your laptop, on your computer, everywhere. The only notifications that I allow myself are the ones for alarms I set myself and YouTube. Because for me that's 100% educational. In addition to just listening to music. And so as you get rid of these notifications, you're not constantly bombarded with the bzz bzz and your phone buzzing and vibrating. You're not. Then look at the apps you have on your phone. Are there any you just scroll through anytime you have any minute? Or anytime when you're working, you're like, ooh, my phone is over there. If you have that, get rid of those apps. If you want to make it even more difficult, see if you can block yourself with maybe with a password from reinstalling them after you delete these apps. And if you have a password, let a friend or someone you fully trust 100%, let them change it. Or put on 2-factor authentication so that you don't get any temptation whenever the moment arises. So if we put this on a timeline, take action here in this moment to get rid of distractions and things that can go wrong in this moment. Because if you do it right at this moment, it is probably too late, because we are all human. Some people handle distractions better than others, but we all are prone to distractions, to temptations, and to a lot of these things that distract us from what truly matters. Now I know this sounds incredibly simple, but trust me, I've tried this for years, and whenever I do it, I am more focused, I am more productive, and I'm doing it with less stress, less distractions. So don't take my word for it. Test this out yourself in the real world. Give this video a quick thumbs up and join the free newsletter at michael.club. And I'll see you in the next video.